everybody. I'm Anie, creator and inventor of the Jewel Tool Polishing Machine. And on today's show, I'm going to give you guys my techniques and tips, really good pro tips, you guys, on how to get into hard to reach areas with the scratch erasers. Now, I'm going to show you how to get them, close enough. So if you have like the 3-inch wheel, or if you have, let's say, the 4-inch scratch eraser. So you guys, then on certain areas that are really hard to reach, I'm going to show you guys how to use the mini scratch erasers and all the different shapes that it comes in. They're really awesome. They come in many different shapes. And there goes one. And I'm going to just show you guys how to use these and when to use them. So you guys, I'm waiting for everyone to trickle on in, and then I'm going to start the show. So just so you know, that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. So I'll be going over the mini scratch erasers, but I'm going to show you guys my pro tips on how to get into even hard to reach corners with just the 3-inch scratch eraser. So you guys, this is definitely a show you want to favorite. It's going to be a good one because I already have a few items. I'm going to show you my techniques, and I know this is going to help you guys out. So as I wait for everyone to trickle on in, I'm going to say a quick hello to everybody. And if you're watching this on a replay, you can fast forward this part and go straight to when I start working. So let me go ahead and say hello to everybody. And if you're watching on replay, hello to you and welcome to the show. And if you have any questions, even after the show's over, please leave them in the comments section and I'll still come back and answer your questions. So let me see who's here. Oh, we have Carrie. Hello, Carol, Deborah Merrimae, Karen Nowak, Diana Mosley, Liz Weber, Teresa. Hey, Heidi. Hi, Lori Davis, Karen Miller Anderson. Hi, Scott. Hello, hello. Hey, Francesca's here. Hey, Francesca. Okay, so first of all, thank you, Heidi, for posting the stones. You got some beauties. I want to say you picked some of my favorites, but then I picked my favorites. So they're all my favorites, but they were pretty. Francesca, so you guys, if you didn't watch Saturday's show, Francesca was making her saddle ring project. And when she was setting the bezel, the pusher slipped and scratched the entire side of the ring, including a part of the shank. And then Francesca's like, this is not good, you guys. This is not good. It was a very deep scratch. Now, without the Jewel tool, to remedy that deep scratch, you would need to use a file, aggressive sandpaper to get the scratch out. And when you do that, the material thins out substantially. And that's why Francesca said without the Jewel tool, she would have had to scrap that whole section and start all over. Oh, could you imagine? It's such a beautiful ring. I would have been torn, but she was able to remove that deep, did I say deep? I meant deep scratch with the scratch eraser on her live show on Saturday. Just saying that gave me goosebumps. I was so proud of Francesca for doing it. And she's learning as she goes. But let me tell you, as a jeweler, one technique you definitely really, hone your skills on is your hand-eye coordination. It's important when you're soldering, when you're bending, when you're making, when you're fabricating. That hand-eye coordination is like you need it. And I always tell people, I can tell how good a jeweler is just by watching their hand-eye coordination on the Jewel tool. Everyone knows this. I say this all the time at the JCK Jewelry Show. Now, watching Francesca on the Jewel tool, without even knowing her level of expertise, without even knowing anything, just watching her, I would tell you she's a damn good jeweler. just on how she moves and manipulates and pivots and chooses to move. Because when I was watching Francesca move around with the scratch eraser, honest to God, you guys, I was watching her and I was saying, oh, she should move to the left a little right after this. And the second I thought of it, like my instinct would have been to move to the left, Francesca's was move to the left. Every instinct that I had, what I would do myself, she was doing. Oh, I get goosebumps again, you guys, really. So Francesca is awesome and Anie approved, and you killed it on Saturday. Gee, I'm so excited. So on that note, I wanted to give some tips on how to take this scratch eraser and butt it up against certain tight areas. And that's what I'm going to show you today. And I'm going to show you guys how to use the mini scratch erasers because I sent them to Francesca. She was going to do an unboxing today, but I hear that you've got horrible thunderstorms. Stay safe, my love. Stay safe. And I'm going to show you guys when to use these. So on that note, let's yeah, right, Carrie? She did a fantastic job. She did. Francesca, where are you, girlfriend? Okay, so Yara just left to take the mail. So I can see the last comments. Okay. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Melanie. Hello, Terry. Hello. Yes, it was so deep that she could put her fingernail in there. It was really bad. That's how deep the scratch was. And if you guys want to watch her in action, just watch Saturday's show. She did a fantastic job setting that bezel. But, you know, it slips. Those little weasels slip to the best of us. It happens. So even if it slips for you, it slips for me, it slips for Francesca, it slips. It just happens, you guys. Come on, no one's perfect. Francesca said, I honestly wasn't sure I could do it, lol. Francesca, my friend, you did it. And not only did you do it, you did it beautifully. That shank was spectacular. It didn't even change in thickness, which is a miracle. You know, you guys, I show this all the time. I'll show it live in person next to a human being at a trade show. Like, look. And even though they saw it with their own eyes, they still don't believe it. They're like, how could this be? I'm like, look, this is how it is. It actually does this. And they're still like as if I did a magic trick and they're trying to figure out, you know, that the magic trick I did. I'm like, bro, this is the truth. So Francesca did it right there on live and it was just amazing. Lori goes, oh, I'm screwed. I have zero hand-eye coordination. If you have zero hand-eye coordination, the Jewel tool actually, like, it builds this skill up because it's a lot of, you're using your eyes to visually see through the wheel and your hands are doing the movement. So, you know, I always say people play Sudoku to keep their brain active. I say the Jewel tool keeps your brain active because it's keeping your brain, eyes, and hands active, which are like, you need those, guys. You know, you don't use it, you lose it. You know that old adage. Hi, Robin Baskin. Hi, Bobby. Hi, Jet. Francesca rocked when removing the scratch. Right, Jet? So, hi, Bonnie. Hi, Rudy. That is almost half. I don't understand that, but okay. Karen says, last time I slipped while setting the stone, I got my finger. Too bad the scratch eraser won't work on skin. Girlfriend, Karen, one of these days I'm going to figure this out on my skin. Hi, Bobby. Hello. She did, yeah. Okay, so you guys, without further, Francesca says I'm posting the clip on the Makery page right now. So if you guys haven't watched it, I actually posted, did I post it on, oh no, I posted it on Instagram. Oh, did I forget to post it on Facebook? Ugh, you guys, there's so much social media out there. There's only so much I remember to do. I actually put a post on Instagram for a virtual assistant. So if you know anyone that meets all that criteria on my Instagram story, let me know. Because Anie is in need of social media help. It's a lot, you guys. It's a lot for one person to handle. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm late. This phone kills me. Hi, Melanie. Melanie, no worries. Hi, Dee Marie. Hi, Jan. Hi. Oh, David's Beans is watching at dinner. Check your messages. I love it. Just getting started. Okay, you guys. I so love Instagram better. You know what? Instagram just posts things faster. I just feel as though it responds quicker. By the time I post something on Facebook, it's like it just takes forever. So you post it to Facebook. That's how I found out. I did. Oh my God, you guys, I can't even remember. Somebody posted it on the community Facebook page. Bless your heart, you guys. Thank you for telling me. Deep sigh of relief. Okay, great. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, even Francesca, you can even repost on the Jewel Tool community page. Absolutely. You posted to Facebook. That's how I found out. Okay, good. Okay, let's get started, you guys. Okay, so first I'm going to show you guys how to use the 3-inch and the 4-inch to get into hard to reach areas. And what I'm talking about is I'm going to butt it up against things, like butt it, like I'm going to be in your face kind of a thing. Let's like this close. So what I want you guys to know that when you butt this up against something, it's not a grinding wheel. So whatever you're butting it up against, it's not going to really grind that area. So don't be afraid. Remember, this is a no fear zone. Happy zone. No fear. No fear. No fear. Okay, so perfect. Let's get started, you guys. All right. So what you're going to need to do this, to accomplish this is a disc that has pretty, like a good edge. Do you know what I mean? One that isn't rolled over. Like this is a fresh one. You guys see how fresh that is? We're talking like a 90-degree fresh corner. That's why I say don't work on the edge if you don't need it. Or if you like to work on the edge, get another scratch eraser. Have two. One for everyday use, one for getting into those corners, and you keep it good. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to put my little fingies on. It's my little fingies. Here we go. Here we go now. Here we go. All right, so this is what I'm talking about, you guys. So like, let's say that, okay, I actually have something obnoxious. You guys see, I have rings and stuff I'm going to show you on a smaller level. Okay, we're going to do all this and how to get into all these hard to reach areas and a ring next to the bezel, all that good stuff. But I want to show you how to do it first. And no better way to show you than on something really large. You guys see that? I mean, like, what the hell? This is like some kind of connector to my torch. I don't know what it is, but it's something. So what I want to do is, let's say I need to get into like a deep corner here. Let's leave this crap area. Look at the red. You guys see the red? That red. We're going to leave that red there. And I'm going to try to get rid of all that and get into this deep corner right here. Okay, you guys? So these are the same wheels. Look, don't think Anie grabbed some new ones. These are all Anie's oldies but goodies that I've been using all year, last year, and before that too. So you guys, I'm going to grab my fine. Let's just grab the fine, right? The fine should do it. I think the fine's good enough. Yeah, so let's grab the fine. And so what I'm going to do is, okay, hold on, let it focus. Okay, so when you need to go up against something, look, I've got this in my way. You see how high that is? So I got to clear it. I want you guys to learn to butt it up. Yara, can I get a side profile? So this is what I mean. What I mean is butt it up. Can you see that? You guys see how I'm not holding it here, shoving it. Oops, shoot. I'm shoving it as deep in that corner as possible here. And I'll even do this maybe to show you guys just how to do it. Let me go ahead and do this area. 1 second. Let me go ahead and darken this. Maybe that'll be better. Hold on. Let me get as far in there as I can. So I'm going to show you guys how far we can get in there. Okay, there we go. So now when I butt it up against this area, it's not going to grind this way. So don't worry about that. But you don't want to hold it in a spot for like more than like 10, 20 seconds. You know what I mean? Keep it moving. So look, so I'm going to position myself right here. Hold on. Oh, shoot, I should have done this one, but whatever. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me do this one because it's a little too far and this is hitting. I practically have to use the 4-inch. But I want to do the 3-inch first and then I'll do the 4-inch. So I'll do both of these. Both of these. I'll do all of them. Hold on. Give me a second. So just let's learn to butt it up and keep it going. Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. This takes a second. It takes longer to use the Sharpie than the jewel tool. So you guys, look. So I'm going to hold it right here. You guys see how I'm flat? And then now I'm going to roll. So I want you guys to know to butt it up against certain areas. Do you see that? Do you see how I butt it up? You see? You get as far as you can into that area. Can you see that, Yarrow? You guys see how I'm butting it up? This left hand? Okay, hold on. Let me hold. It's so hard to get it in. So I'm just kind of riding that area that I'm kind of butting it up against. You guys see that? So you guys see how I'm getting right in there. You see that? Right there. We'll even go more. And it's not affecting anything in its path. This is very odd, weird location, and I just want to show you that's how you do that. Okay, so just that was an obnoxious way to do it. And if I wanted to get into that red area, look, Yarrow, do an angle because I really have to do an angle. Do a side view. You guys see that? And if I can't do that, watch how I kind of go like this. And I'll get it nice and even. Do you guys see that? What? What? Oh, yeah. Do you guys see that? Now, if I need to get into that corner, okay, I don't even think this is going to be helpful. It could be. It probably can. But honestly, to get into that area, you guys, I would recommend, I highly recommend the 2-inch wheels that I used last week. Look at this one. I actually turned this into a single layer, double layer, the brushes. Yeah. So like, look, if I wanted to get into, where's that area? Right here. This hard to reach area right there. If I wanted to get in there, watch this, you guys. And that's that. Yeah, just get it in there, kind of feed it in there, and then look. Because even if the brushes can't get in there, there you go. Look. You guys see that? And then if I need to get into even more, I can slow the jewel tool down and make these bristles a little bit softer to conform into that area. You see what I mean? There's different techniques. Look at this. You see? With the softer one got in there more. You guys see that? You see? And honestly, I think the 220 is a little too fine to take off that paint. So I would probably use like the 120 brush because I don't think the 220 was strong enough. I really think that the 120 will do it. This is like weird kind of cooked, like I want to say baked on paint, right, Yarrow? Yeah, so this one actually worked better than the 220 because that paint is pretty thick. Do you guys see that? There. Yeah, it's hardened. It's like got a shine to it, hardened silicone. It's something, but it's not easily removed. So that's why you have different grades of these. Now, let me show you. Let's say that I need to get into this corner all the way here. Okay, do you guys see that? You guys see all the way under the little doggy's chin. Okay, so your instinct is going to be, oh, I need to grab a scratch eraser to get in here, which would do it. Look, do you guys see that? It would get in there. This would get in there too. Do you know what I mean? Are you guys with me? But if you don't want to do that, you can grab your fine, the same one we were using, and watch this, you guys. You're going to go into this like this. Yara, can you get a side view? Is my hand in the way? I'm good? Okay. Do you see how I'm butting it up against it again? See that? There you go. Do you guys see how it double dutied? This is very important. Do you guys see how it did under the chin of the dog? And it got the area that I wanted in that corner. Do you guys see how I got in that corner? It's because I butted up against it. Don't be afraid to kind of butt it up against something. Do you know what I mean? And then you can flip it around and, do the rest and kind of just, you know what I mean? But like you can get a lot accomplished with just the 3-inch wheel. You can do the same with like the 4-inch. It's just sometimes the diameter, like here, let's try the 4-inch and get under this area right here. Do you guys see that? Hold on. Let it focus. So let's use the 4-inch. What do you guys think to get into this area? So what do you guys think about this getting into that? You guys see how I got into that really tight spot? And again, if there is something a little off color, take your brush and get in there. These are excellent at getting in that nook and cranny, and boom. Boom shakalaka. There you go. Okay, so now let's move on to the 4-inch. However, I was looking for my 4-inch, so I couldn't find it. I know my daughter cleaned up around here, but does anyone know where my 4-inch wheel is? Anybody? I was looking for it and I couldn't find it. Hang in there. Oh my God, it was on display. Someone put it on display. So as you can see, the sides are sharp on mine. So I'm going to take this. Where am I going to go? What did I say I'm going to do? Oh, let's get over here. So now look, you guys, we have the tail. The tail can come in its path. But guess what? The scratch eraser is not, for example, the purple where it's going to grind the tail off. Do you know what I mean? But just be mindful. The longer you hold something there, the more it'll burnish. So just be mindful of that, okay, guys? So I'm gonna run this at medium speed, and we're gonna work on. Yara, can you do a side view? So there, you guys see how I get in there? Oh wow, yep. Even with the 4-inch. Yep, there you go. And we barely touch the tail. The tail is barely touched. Look. But we got into that area. And now let me flip this around and get into there. But you got to learn to butt it up against something, you guys. You guys can't just like, there. Look, this is what we've done so far. You see, it's pretty good. But if you need to get that little hairline, like a little hairline, honestly, even the tiny scratch erasers won't. And you can continue to do the rest of it. Look. Even into this area. Yeah, exactly. My daughter cleaned and we're like, where the hell did that go? So do you guys see how sometimes I use that edge? Just like when Francesca needed it, she says, okay, you guys aren't supposed to use the edge, but you're supposed, use it when it's needed. Like this is a needed kind of scenario. Look at all those nooks and crannies that I'm doing with a 4-inch wheel, for crying out loud. Do you see that? There. I mean, we can keep going, but I just kind of want to show you the before and after. So don't be afraid to, hold on. Don't be afraid to get into like corners. You see that? Look, I'm even doing its little paws. Look, little paws too. Oh, hold on. Oh, why? Okay, and if I wanted to get into that little curve, do you guys see that little curve right there? Little curve. I'm going to go like this and go like that on the wheel. Are you okay to do it, Yara, or not yet? Okay, so look right here. Look at how I start. I find a little spot up here and I kind of follow the curve and I kind of go like this. And when I'm done, Here, I'll do it again, instant replay. And then when I'm done, I go and I drop it. Don't continue and slide off. So look, that's what we got so far. You guys see that? All right, so now, like you can even get around the ears. Look, you guys see that? Look, let's follow the ear. Like, do you guys see what I'm talking about? The detail work you can do while seeing what you're doing is just so detailed and accurate. Yeah, no. So listen, since I'm just cleaning up and you guys see the fur details, right? That was a good question, Bonnie. So if you want the fur details to go away, so just think of these fur details as like Francesca's deep scratch, okay? If you need them to go away, you have to hold it there and move the metal over and kind of burnish and bring the metal over, like Francesca said, like smearing the metal. But if you don't want to remove them, just 1 or 2 glides over is sufficient. Don't hold it there longer, because the longer you hold something there, the wheel is going to say, okay, I got to do my job and burnish that sucker. You know what I mean? So now wherever I couldn't reach, like in between the little feet, you can grab. Now remember, this is usually a 4-ply, and on last week's show I removed 2 layers off of it. You just unscrew it and you can remove the layers, just so you guys know. So now it's super thin, which is great because you get into the nook and cranny. And so now, like if I want to clean up around where the feet are or anything else, do you guys see? So you just hold it. Yara, can you show it? It's so, and from this angle, I can see everything. You guys see that? Where is that? You guys see? And then you kind of go in the other direction. And if you want even more detail, slow it down and the bristles become even more malleable and softer and will fit in there. You guys see that? Don't push. Let them kind of broom, like go in there like a broom. Oh, that's beautiful, you guys. Look at that. Can you guys see that? Really nice and clean. And if you have anywhere else that you wanted to get in, maybe around the thigh, this would be a good time to do that too. Do you see what I mean? So, using multiple things are great, but let me show you when to use the mini scratch erasers, because I'm ready to do that. I'm ready to put it on a flex shaft and rock and roll, or work on my Save Your Hands, whatever you want. There we go. Do you guys see that? So now, okay, who's asking? Okay, so for the brushes, speed, I always start off high. And if I see that it didn't get into that crevice as fluid, as swift as I wanted, I slow the speed down. And if it still didn't get in, I slow it even more down. Because the slower the speed, the bristles are going to become softer and more flexible and more and get into those crevices. Are you guys feeling me? So speed fast makes the bristles stiff, which is good when you want to get into a really tight spot, But sometimes when the crevice is like a curve, you have to slow the speed down so these bristles will then conform to the shape. Does that make sense, you guys? This is very important. Polishers know the importance of speed for satin finishes, to get into areas, and the jewel tool allows you to control the speed, whatever you want. The jewel tool interpretive dance routine. I just watched The Proposal over the weekend, and that famous scene of Sandra Bullock and Betty White doing the dance out in the forest. And she's like, speak to the spirits. And she's like, what do you want me to do? And she's like, sing. And then the only thing she could think of was, what is it, that song? Through the window, to the wall, to the, don't say the rest. The sweat dropped down my, Oh, you people go. And then she's like going like this. That's the dance I want to talk about, like this. Whoa, oh, oh, get in there, get down. You see, get down, get low, get low. That's what you want these bristles to do. Get down, get down, get down, get low. Hey, teachers will think of anything for it to stick in your head, rhymes, songs. Well, Anie is giving you the song from Sandra Bullock's Proposal. Let me see you get down, low. Right, Francesca? Francesca's like, ha, ha, ha. You guys like my dance? You started it, Francesca. Okay, so you guys, that's the bristle rule. Now, let me show you guys the mini scratch erasers to get into crevices, because there were that one bezel ring that Francesca showed, I think on Thursday, where there's two bezels and there's a crack in the middle and you had to get into that bezel. That, you guys, is when the mini scratch erasers are the answer. Nothing else. You can't get, what am I going to do? Shrink my disc? No, we had the mini one. So here we go. Love that movie, right, Bobby? I paid $3.99 for that movie on Amazon because I really wanted to see it. How low can you go? Oh, Melanie, you don't understand. I'll fall down. I can't even do that. When they did put the pole and you would go like this? Like, I can't. The limbo. Like, my back doesn't arch like that. Like, I go like this and then I'm like, oh, and that's it. Then I fall down. Okay, so I know. Let me see you get down, get low. Yeah, you guys see what other show that you see crazy people dance like this. Okay, so you guys, there's certain areas where it would be difficult. Like, let's say here. If I wanted to scratch eraser this section, you guys see how it's like narrow right there? That's kind of like the width, Francesca, between your two bezels. Let's say these were two bezels. And I need to get in there. I need to get down, get low. Okay, so that's when you start figuring out. Now this is where MacGyvering comes in. You want to take the scratch. Oh, this one just happens to fit right in there. This one would work great. Look at that. Okay, this one, let me see this one. This is a little tight. So if you need to get into a tight spot, you can modify these, you guys. You see this? With a stone, not sandpaper, a stone, like a broken piece of grinding wheel. I don't know, go get a piece of rock from outside. I don't know, a stone. So let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about. I'm going to use you know what, can I use this on the side, Yarrow? Would the camera pick up on it? Yeah, it will. Hold on, guys. I'm going to turn the jewel tool on its side. There we go. Look at me. I can do a thing or two. This is my charger, you guys. Charging the back of your jewel tool. You can charge your phone. So this is the Save Your Hands I have on here. And let's say that we're going to get into that area. But let's say this is too wide for even what I need. And I need to kind of almost taper this to a V. You guys see what I mean? So let's show you guys how to taper this to a V. Let me go ahead. Okay, hold on. Now always make sure that this is on properly. Sometimes I put it on crooked. It's got to run true. Do you guys see how nice and true it's running? Okay, so I'm going to find a stone. I asked Yara for one earlier, and I don't think I got one. Or you can use a file. So I'm going to use my rasp. So this is a wax. As you can see, oh my God, this wax is probably like 20 years old. So this is very raspy. So I'm going to turn my vacuum on. And I'm going to hold, let me do this a little bit more. So I'm going to hold this file up against this. You guys see this? Just without putting pressure. And you kind of just want it to shape. A stone would work better, but you guys get the idea, right? So we're going to modify how wide it is and kind of almost bring it to a little bit of a taper. Does that make sense? And I can tell I already did quite a bit. And so let's go ahead and hold it right here. There we go. I think that should do it. Now, I made this a little bit more narrower. So let's take a look. Would this now fit here? Yes. Boom. You guys see that before? It wasn't. Yo, should I zoom in more? Oh, hold on. I suck at the camera. Sorry, guys. So look, do you guys see that? So even if you, this is made really, nicely, you guys. So you got to hold it there a little bit more if you want it, more tapered. Oh, that's good. So do you guys see how I got in there? Okay. So whether you have these scratch erasers or you have this many, okay? Either one will work. Do you know what I mean? So look, even this little mini one, I'll put you in here. Here we go. Let's tighten that, make sure it's nice and tight. Oh, hold on. Wait, something's off. Why is it off? Give me a second. Why is this? I don't know if this is the right. I think this mandrel got stepped on. I'm going to change it. Just going to put another scratch eraser. This one's been used. There we go. There, that's better. Yeah, that was something wrong with that one. So now I can hold it like this. What? What do you mean? Wait, what? Oh, shoot. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me put it back on. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Is that better? Is it focused? Okay, there. So now you just hold it right there. Can you guys see that? Now it gets in there. There we go. Oh, yeah. And again, if you needed to get even closer, butt it up against it, guys. Butt it up against. You guys see that? Oh, shoot. You guys see now, if I need to get even closer, I'll do my best to try to get in there. And the rest, I'll leave it up to the brush. Do you know what I mean? But remember, my head's in the way. Sorry. I'm trying. So you're just kind of butting it up against it. I'm going to go in this direction too. I don't know what I'm doing. Actually, that's pretty good. You guys see that? Nice and smooth. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, shoot. Yeah, so you guys see it's nice and smooth there, but that really tight corner right there, that's a curve. So whenever you have a curve like that, that's where we need the brush. Here, I'll just leave. Yeah, it's concave. Yeah, and this is where a brush would come into play. Here, look, let me leave it like that. See, look, is it showing? What? I'm so not used to using it on this side. And this was just a raw casting, you know what I mean, guys? Hold on. There we go. And listen, if you guys don't want to use the 2-inch, say you don't have it, you can still use the 3-inch on this. Hold on, let me put this on. See, look, you can definitely see, but so look, do you guys see how it's a little stiff? I'm going to actually move this forward, Yara. No, let's put it up. Side view here. Okay, so look, you guys, I'm going to slow this down so it oh. Oh, sorry, Yara, I moved it. We're trying to get all the camera angles, you guys, so you guys can see it. Okay, so I just need a side view. Okay, so what I did, you guys, I'm going to show you guys the two differences. I'm going to run it at high speed. Okay, so this is high speed. Hold on, Yara's getting the camera. Can you do the side view, Yara? Okay, so this is at high speed, and I want to show you what happens at high speed and what happens at low speed. Okay. Okay, so watch this, you guys. So this is high speed, right? High speed. Look at how it does. It's very hard to get into that area. This is where people start to push. Okay, now let me slow it down. Watch how the bristles become. Okay, watch. So this is slower. You see how they're softer and they get into the nooks and crannies better. But look at when I speed it up, it's harder and it doesn't want to get into areas. There's way more inertia. And then now when I slow it down, remember, but when you slow it down, it's not going to be as aggressive. So you got to hold it there a little bit longer. Kind of get yourself a few revolutions, and there you go. Francesca, you're leaving? I Bye, my love. Bye, Francesca. I'm so glad I caught you too. I love you. Take care. See you soon. Okay. All right. So you guys, but did you understand how you can get into it? But other than that, we had gotten in there pretty good, you guys. Nice and smooth. You guys see that? Ready for a polish. And then you're going to say, how do you polish? Well, you can polish with the felt, any of the felt that'll fit in there. It'll get in there and polish. Look, this one should fit. Yep, this one should fit just fine. And you get in there and polish. And if it doesn't fit, you guys, sand it down. Or use, this one would be ideal, you guys, the knife edge. You guys have the knife edge? Whoa, baby. I'll show you guys how to do that. Watch this. Let me take this out. Sure it's running straight. Yep. Okay, now let's put the knife edge on. Actually, this would be cool, Yara, if you can show the side view. So you put compound on. Don't be cheap, you guys. Put compound on. See that? And so watch how we get into the really hard to reach area. You guys see that? You can definitely use a flex shaft. This is just making it's easier for me to use. Look, you guys, just that one area, that corner, look at how polished I got that area. Okay? And the rest, you guys can use a flatter one, or if you want to get crazy, you can just go like this and call it a day because it'll polish up really, really fast. But other than that, look at that. You see what I'm talking about? Are you guys with me? And you can do the same here. I didn't even pay attention to that other ball. And then when you want to get more, don't forget to apply compound. Compound is your friend, you guys. Hold on. Let me see how I'm going to do this. I want to do it so that I get the camera shot without putting my hands over it. Yara, how am I supposed to do this without a camera angle? Is that good? Really? Is that good? Cool. There we go. Ooh, that came out good. Oh, wait, let me get some of the polish off so you guys can see that. Here, watch. Let me show you guys. Let me get rid of some of the compound. Hold on. Just real quick, just to show you guys. This is called my quick cleaner. Watch, just to show you guys how polished they got. There. You guys see that? Yeah, yes, no, maybe so. You guys see all that? So there you go. And look, none of the balls, none of the design was harmed in this. You guys see that? So it looked like this from before, and that's what it looks like after. So I didn't even affect any of the original design. So was that helpful? Oh, so let me see. Hi, Kat. Kat's like, it looks good. Okay. So is this resonating with you? Are you guys understanding what I'm showing you? And you know that knife edge too. where'd you go? The knife edge is great too if you just wanted to get into a really tight corner that you feel that your brushes are not doing that clean. Use your knife edge. So there's tools for specific purposes. So I'm here to just teach you what each tool is used for and when to use them. Okay, so you guys, I didn't, I could have used the soft fine. That was a good one, but I used the fine. I used the fine. Uh, yeah, I used the fine. I used the fine, and I actually used this one too. Both of them fit, but I primarily used the little one. But they would have worked both. Yeah. So there. Uh huh. So just remember. So don't outlaw the brushes. Don't outlaw the mini scratch erasers. Don't outlaw the large scratch erasers. They all have a purpose. It's just I try to avoid using the mini stuff as much as possible because it slows my roll, kind of slows the production. So I try to get as much as I can with my larger wheels. And I butt it up against, get it, and I can see it. It just, and whatever I can't get to, I use with the smaller. Are you guys feeling what I do? So you guys don't be so quick to grab the little ones. Do you know what I mean? Use utilize as much surface as you can with the larger. It's going to give you smoother finishes. But if when you can't, use the smaller ones. Use the minis. That's something in my eye. Yes. So the minis do come in soft fine. Now, the advantages to a soft fine is it conforms a little to the area. Just like the soft fine in this, if you have an S and a fine, that means you have the soft fine. Can I have overhead camera? So what it does is, you guys look, do you see how it has a little bit of a cushy give to it? Can you guys see? I know I'm kind of, my big fat finger's in the way, but it's a cushier. Yes. Oh my goodness. So you guys see how cushy it is? Look at that. You can see how cushy it is. So this would be great, like when I'm doing something rounded, I want it to conform. So yes, I'll show you guys. But let me address that. First of all, Melanie, gorgeous turquoise cuff with the middle little connector and the ring. Absolutely fabulous. Beautiful work. Beautiful, Melanie. And so Melanie says that she used all of this to finish that and fabricate that piece. It's true. You do need these tools at your hands. I always say under my hands, I need them. You never know when you're going to, have the need for it. So, but each one has a purpose. I won't ever put anything out on the market that doesn't have a purpose that I find is necessary. I promise you guys, that is my promise to you. Nice. So Diana said, one of her instructors said, use the biggest tool for the job. So basically when I say try to use the larger wheel, it's only because a larger wheel is going to give you more of a uniform finish because it's larger, it covers a larger surface area. The smaller is where your skill has to kick in because now you have to go ring, 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 ring to make sure everything is smooth. You know what I mean? So that's why the larger is the easier. One would think the little ones are easier because that's what we're taught, In school, we're taught to use a pen, so everyone thinks the flex shaft is second nature. But it's a lot of work. You guys, you gotta put a lot of, put your hip into it with with the little ones. To the windows. Kidding. Hey, Linda. Oh, Linda, you missed my dance. Lucky you. So let me show you guys the soft fine scratch eraser. Now, this is so handy to have. If you do not have the soft fine that has a little bit conformability, I really recommend that you get it. We actually have only a few left in stock. They're really popular, you guys. People are really enjoying to have a little bit of conformability with their scratch erasers, and this is just, I love you. So watch this. So this is the wheel. It's the soft fine, and it has a little bit of a give. Do you guys see how it's a little bouncy? You see that? Okay. So now let's say I want to do the ball, for example, So let me hit up the ball and see what happens. So you guys see how it doesn't want to take down the balls? It just gets in there as much as I can. Hold on, let me get in there. Yarrow, can you get that side? Is my hand in the way? You guys see that? I'm kind of butting it up against it as much as I could. There you go. See, that's pretty good. That's pretty close, I might add. And then I'll bring it in. Bring it in. Get down, get low. There we go. That is so funny, you guys. I never thought I'd be singing that song from the proposal on my live show. There we go. And so now we just cleaned up all those nice little high spots. Do you guys see that? You guys see that? So like, for example, if this was something you want to patina, you would just take care of those high spots and bring a contrast. But let's say you wanted to give it a whole polish, you know what I mean? You would actually use the brushes and get into the nookies and crannies and polish. So let's just use some of this. I'm going to run this about medium because I really wanted to get into the nooks and crannies. You guys see how it just gets in there? Hold it there. Yup, got in there. Thank you. Thank you, little brush. Thank you for your service. You're too kind. So, also too, having control with two hands is just awesome. Just really awesome. There we go. And if you really wanted to get into, let's say, what is it going to say? Like a little pit, you can actually get in there with a little bit of a burr, or you can take one of the sharp, pointy ones and polish in there, make it sharper, and get in that little hard to reach. Hold on, let it focus right there. You see that? There you go. And other than that, you're good to go. I'm going to jump too many steps. Don't do what I do, but this is just for speed. Just for speed, you guys. Just for speed. I know Anie skipped a step. Don't do as I do. Don't do it. I swear, don't do it. So just to give you an idea, you guys know, follow the yellow brick road. No, I'm kidding. Follow the steps. Okay, so there. So this is where we're at right now. You guys see that? This is just textures. But again, if this was a patina, you wouldn't need to do this. You would just polish the high spots. But I want to show you guys everything. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and get you. And the peach is going to be a pre-polish. As you can see, do you guys see how it's coming up a little shine in there? So that gives you a nice little pre-polish. See that? Pretty cool, huh? Do you guys like this? Is this helpful? Talk to me, people. I only want to do videos that are going to help. You know what I mean? And I feel like this was one that I really needed to teach you guys how to butt up against things, get into hard to reach areas, because those seems to be people's, problem child. Are you guys with me? What? Oh, really? How funny. What did your dad always say, Melanie? Do you guys see now? I'm just giving it a polish in the nooks and crannies. What, Yarrow? I'm missing hold on. I'll look at the comments in a second. Oh, you're answering my questions? Nice, guys. I love it. I love it. Thanks, guys. So here we go. Here we go now. Whoop. Whoop. So you guys see, it's so nice. The jewel tool does not want to pull anything out of your hands. If anything, If you lose it, it'll go inside the hole of your vacuum. And remember, you guys, one thing, please, we do have something called the vacuum screen. It was so funny. No one knew about this on this closes the hole so things don't fly into your vacuum. Well, it protects it like a screen right here. It goes right into there. Where is it? There. So you just plop this in and it gives you a nice little screen. I take mine off because I'm always pulling off. Oh, let me show you guys what I did. Hold on. Let's show you guys the final result. So this is just like, I don't know, some kind of a piece. But what I was teaching today was how to get into that crevice, that really tight and narrow spot. And we got into that area, hard to reach areas, and how to butt up against pieces with your scratch eraser. So like, like let's say here, I wanted to clean up, around this area. You could, hold on, let's get the very fine. I don't need to do too much. Just to give you guys an idea, you just kind of get it right up against. You see how I'm kind of butting it up against? Look at how I kind of adjust it. Yara, can you show that? And then just kind of ride it back and forth, you guys, to keep it nice and even. These are very important techniques. But you guys see how close I can get to the bezel? And just make sure you kind of blend the metal back. You saw Francesca do this a lot. So it's kind of like you're putting the metal back where you want it, or like kind of spreading. I always use the analogy of spreading frosting on a cake. So do you guys see how close I could get up? You guys see how close I could get up? And look, I was butting it up against that area. You see that? And so when you want to polish it, you can do two different ways. So you can go straight to, let's say, the felt wheel, but make sure your felt wheel has a nice sharp corner. You get like this, Make sure you put compound on the corner in a good amount and just hold it there. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're done. There we go. There we go. You guys see how I'm writing it and I'm butting it up against? You guys watching that? Can they see that? And if you have compound, just shove it away. Are you guys seeing this? Do you see that? Now, to get into even more nooks and crannies, just grab your green brush if it's not so bad. And if it is bad, use your peach one. You know what I mean? But this will get into those little tough areas. Won't harm a stone. And this is what you get. Get ready to get blinded, guys. Yes, the erasers do remove the solder seams like magic. Speaking of magic, where's my pink buff? Here. Let me use some of my pink buff. Oh, baby. Hold on. Oh, my God. Look at the pink buff in action. Woo! So this is what I want to teach more than anything, you guys. How to butt up against something. You know what I mean? Like, butt up. Excuse me, coming through. Scratch eraser, rubbing along. Yes. Yeah, so you guys, please don't be afraid to butt it up. But remember, when you butt it up against something, don't hold it there for a long time, because then it'll start to blend. And if you don't want what it's butting up against to get blended, keep it moving. Keep it moving, just like moving frosting on a cake. You're just grabbing it and moving it around. And if you stay in one spot with the frosting, you're going to create a hole all the way down to the chocolate cake. If you just go like this in one spot, it doesn't work like that. You have to go like this, bring some here, bring some over here, roll some over here, roll something over here, and then give it a little zhuzh and let it go. Let me see, get down, get low. Okay, you guys. Oh, so that's a good question, Lori. Thank you, Lori. Lori asked, what is the difference between the yellow buff and the pink buff? Now, the yellow buff, no, it's right here. You can see it. No, you can see it. So the yellow buff also doesn't need any compound at all. Okay, and it's created similar. The stitching is very similar to your cotton buff. Do you know what I mean? So, but this also will give you a high polish without the need for compound. It's delicious. It works great. But yes, and so the pink buff is something that I've been working on. The construction of it, if you look overhead, look, it is not created like your stitched buff. It has these fibers that these cloths that are vertically placed. And so they give you a totally different shine. Mind you, this cloth is from Japan, specially treated, no need for compound, but the cloth in combined with the treated compound gives you this high polish that I don't know, you guys, I don't know how to explain it. It's just a ridiculous. Yes, so the pink buff is going to give you a higher polish than the yellow. It's just the way it's formulated. And I just love it the way it's constructed. It doesn't grab things out of your hand. You can even use it on the flat or the bottom because the way it's constructed, it's just a whole other animal. That makes sense. And you run it at slow. You don't need to run this fast. Tom said something and someone's saying you're a hoot. If I butt it up, I need a sign saying wide load. Stop that, Tom, but you're funny. All buffs are created equal. No, not here at Jewel Tool. It's a blinding shine. Yes, this is a blinding shine. I just want you guys to know. Honestly, compounds don't get this shiny. It's just a different formula. Really, you guys. I don't know how to explain it. Melanie says those erasers remove the solder seems like magic. Absolutely. Yes, 100%. So is there any other questions? Need shades. I love you guys. What else you got? Gail Weatherstone says, the first time I used my Jewel Tool, I sucked the paper towel into the vacuum. That's hilarious. I freaked out a little. It happens, Gail. That vacuum's pretty powerful. Just wants to suck it. Margaret, the whole Jewel Tool community is about people helping people. That's why we love being a part of it. I cannot agree with this statement more. True story, you guys. We are a family that helps each other, builds each other up, laughs together. Sometimes I like the boo-boos because they actually make me laugh and I just love it. We just like a bunch of friends just giggling together, a lot. We are normal, it's normal. Life is like this. Things happen. So yeah, you guys, I hope today was helpful. I'm going to do something tomorrow. If nothing changes, there's a pear-shaped post on our Jewel Tool community. If you're not a part of our Jewel Tool community, I suggest you join it on Facebook because everyone is. Oh, I got to give you guys something, a little insider information. I want you guys to know that there are more people joining our Jewel Tool community that do not own a Jewel Tool than ever before. Every person that pretty much everyone today, except 2 people that I approved into the group. The question, you have to answer 2 questions to get into the group. One is, do you own a Jewel Tool? Simple yes or no. And number two, how did you find out about our Facebook community? So I get this answer all the time. No, but planning to one day. No, but planning to one day. So I just want you guys to know there are a lot of eyes in our group waiting and wanting to see what you guys are doing with your jewel tool. So if you're not getting interaction in comments that you think, there's a lot of eyes on your posts. I can see the insights and I can see how many people are looking at your posts. There is a lot. So keep your posts coming. You are helping so many people who even own a jewel tool, and you're just helping them, along their way, just like you learned, and you can be a benefit and help to someone else. So tomorrow I'm going to show you guys how to turn like a 90-degree stone and create a little bevel so it's easier to set a bezel. Oh, and I have some announcement to make. Forgot, Kristen. I almost forgot. Before I leave you guys, two nice announcements. So number one, we just added the payment options on our website. So you can choose to defer your payments in 4 installments. I don't know, they're all 4 biweekly installments up to $1,000. So $50 to $1,000 purchases, you can now buy them on, like, I want to just joke and say like a payment plan, or like JTV says, stretch pay options, stretch pay. We should call it jewel pay or something. Shop pay. Well, jewel tool now, pay later is what I say. Jewel tool now, pay later. It's called shop pay. Oh, so Yarrow says, if you want to know how to do that, when you check out, there's a little thing where it says shop pay next to the PayPal icon. So if you want to defer your payments, you click on shop pay. And this is from anything from $50 to $1,000. So if you've had your eye on something and the budget was just not there yet, but it can be, this is your opportunity, you guys. We have Jewel Tool Now, Pay Later program. It's called Shop Pay. And I also have something else. So you guys keep asking for this one. You guys keep asking for the flapper with just the pink. The pink flapper wheel can be purchased on its own. You've asked, I delivered. So I had them make extra, not as a kit, but extra just on their own for you guys. So it seems like you guys are using this like a lot. And this is the only one you want to replace or have more of. So know that your pink flapper is now available on its own for purchase. Yara can put the little link, and it's on an introductory price. Remember, this pink flapper is the same material as the Japanese, what's it called? Material found in your pink magic box. You see that? Cool. Yeah, so there you go. No, Diana, I'm not using Klarna. So since our website is a Shopify website, Shopify has introduced their own version of Klarna. It's integrated into our shop pay. Okay, I don't know what it's underwritten by a firm, but either way, Shopify wants us to use this because it is no interest. No interest? No interest for biweekly payments. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, Yara, you got to do that again. You guys at Jewel Tool rock. We try. Listen, I try. Listen, things might be a little slow, but I get it done. Okay, guys, I love you all. I will see you guys here tomorrow. Well, hopefully, if nothing changes, things change because if people ask me something more than once to show something, I kind of might defer that. But I'm going to show you guys how to taper just the edges of a cab. Yeah, I usually go by popular demand, and a lot of people wanted to see the seashells again. If you're interested in polishing seashells, I'll probably be doing that this week as well. Huh? Seashell, yeah. Thank you so much for a wonderful, super helpful live show and for the great news, deferred payment option, and many you should put that up. Thank you, Margaret. That's a great recap. Thank you. Everybody be safe, make something beautiful, be kind to people. Amen. I agree. And on that note, you guys, do what makes you happy and attempt everything, you guys, in your life with no fear. Remember, you are not created with fear. So approach life, no fear, you guys. You got this. You all are just awesome. Gail, you're awesome. So, and I don't know if Jennifer's watching, but Jennifer, I wanted to wish you a very happy birthday month. I know it was a few days ago your birthday, but again, I don't think she was watching today. But if you are, I think she was, right? Yeah. Well, happy birthday, Jennifer. And okay, I love you guys all. See you guys here tomorrow. Bye for now. Get down, get down, get